Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Wednesday morning market webcast. Okay, daily chart, and it's pretty simple. Rallies continue to be sold. Yesterday we made a high, 200 and the 9-day. They were able to take out the monthly pivot, the weekly pivot, and the daily mid-band. So in doing that, as long as they're able to do that, the bears are ultimately going to remain in control of this tape. We're below the 200 now. We're below the daily mid-band, 50, 100, pick your poison. The pops off the rallies continue to be violent, and then they go ahead and just acquiesce to lower lows. We went and did 27.11 during Globex last night. We're trading about 28 now. The move down from 39.49 was pretty violent. 38 to 40 right off the open yesterday. They tried to hold it up very, they really tried to hold it up, and it continues to overshoot key areas. And in overshooting key areas, it tends to wash people out. At least people that are using trade management that is designed for them to live to trade another day, like us. So we took 2 -5s in the morning, 38 short, and then another one a little bit after that. We followed that up with short 42.75 and did 8 1/3 handles on that. Then we shorted 39.5 and we did 14 2/3 handles. So when you're opening the day -10 or -11, and you're following it up with +23, that's a crazy tape. It's a crazy volatile tape, and we end up +32 on the day, and that's with 14 handles of red trades. And I say that to impress upon you is it's very hard to get through this type of a tape without getting a little banged up. It's okay to get a little banged up. We use -5 disaster stops on everything. That's a little extreme for us. We would prefer a -1, a -2, or a -3, but the -5s happen, and the -5s are going to happen in a tape where tweets or Brexit rumors or this, that, or China, it hits the tape, and it's designed to keep you safe. Okay, if you are running around with no stops, if you're running around with no plan, if you're running around in a position that you just keeps going against you, and you keep adding, and it keeps going against you, and you keep adding, you're going to blow up. So I look at things like oil yesterday. I cannot imagine the carnage in oil yesterday from people who were long, didn't have a plan, didn't have risk management set up, and just went ahead and got long and added and hoped and prayed. And 8% later, you're in a real mess. You're in a real mess. And it's because of a lack, just a general lack of risk management. So you're going to take some hits in a tape like this. You need to mitigate those hits and let the stuff that's working work. Okay. Done preaching. So we shorted against 40 last night. Most people in the room are short around 36. So we had some nice profits. We still have runners from that. We'll see what this pop wants to do. But you can see, you keep putting in lower lows. But I can't spell. This is why I don't do it live. But we keep putting in lower lows. You can see what it's trying to do. You can see that for yesterday, the hourly mid-band was not really a point of resistance. It was rather a point of infighting. Some very violent infighting. Okay? You had this big move down off the open, down to 19.5. They ripped it all the way back up to 55.75. Tested this 200-day, and they didn't get it done. So there's a lot of volatility, but there's also a lot of room for you to get just wounded in this tape if you're not careful and you don't exercise solid risk management. And this is an instrument, in my opinion, that's fairly tame compared to some of that other stuff out there that's moving very violently, like oil. So you got monthly pivot here, 200-day, the weekly's up above. If you're the bears, you want to spend the day trying to get this hourly mid-band to cooperate as resistance. If you can do that, you can continue to bleed things lower. I think we're too close to the round number at 2,700 now not to give it a look at some point. Maybe not today, but this week. And then, if this persists, that 2603 low, generally that stuff isn't a one-off. It doesn't mean it has to go all the way down there and test it, but like I was saying yesterday, it tends to get down into the zip code to see if it's real or not. And we may be up for that. Okay, everybody have a fantastic day. We'll be out with a bunch of stuff on social. Till then, trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.